What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along. Liverpool have booked their place in the League Cup Final. Where Chelsea away. A bit of deja vu from the last one, and hopefully it goes the same way. It was 1-1 on the night tonight. Lucho scoring for us, Jupp equalising for Fulham. But ultimately, the Reds go through after the narrow first leg victory. I'm going to give you my thoughts on the game, but you know what I'm about to say, right? We also want your thoughts. So let us know in the comment section. Do please drop a like on the video, and most importantly, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, we'd love you to do so. We're closing in on 250k, and every single one of you that hits that subscribe button makes a big difference. So look, let's start off with a really interesting stat that's just been sent to me by our chief moderator, Mark. Jarell Quansah, with 3 assists, now has the most assists in the League Cup, and that feels pretty good to say, so well done, Jarell Quansah. Harvey Elliott going around as I'm looking right now, applauding the travelling cop as well, and I'm sure he feels a little bit happy after the booing that was given his way, but it was pantomime booing really. I'm over the moon, I've got to say. Tonight was a good night all around. We got to see Andy Robertson back in the matchday squad, albeit he didn't get onto the pitch. We got to see Liverpool get the job done, and hopefully we'll get to see what a Virgil van Dijk trophy lift looks like, because we haven't seen it yet. I'm so happy and relieved right now, to be honest, because we were cruising 3-1 up on aggregate, and you expected a response from Fulham because they're a good team. They got their goal, and then it was a nervy last 10 or so minutes, but we got the job done. I really love the substitutes, by the way, from Klopp when after Fulham had scored. I do think it was spot on. I shouted for Ibrahim Konate to come on, and I think bringing on Bobby Clark was a good move as well. But look, I think we were more comfortable than perhaps the last 10 minutes showed. But ultimately, we are where we deserve to be, which is in the League Cup Final. Full credit, by the way, to Marco Silva, Fulham, their players, their fans, on a very making it very difficult for us over 2 legs. They are a very good team, and they would have loved to, of course, taken their place at Wembley. But as they say, the cream rises to the top, and today that was our boys. So I'm going to real quickly just go through the game, the major incidents, give you my take on all of it. I'll start off with the team selection. No issues with it whatsoever. You could actually ask maybe why Jota wasn't starting, but maybe Klopp wanted to rotate. Outside of that, a little bit of a surprise to see Jarell Quansah in there, but not in a bad way. His assist, by the way, can we just talk about the goal for a second, Lucho's goal? That ball from Jarell Quansah was Van Dijk-esque, it was Trent-esque, it was outstanding, but it needed a finish, and it got a beautiful bit of chest control from Lucho. Cuts inside, and look, the shot wasn't great, Leno should have done better, but who cares? It got the goal it deserved from the ball and the control from DIAZ. It was outstanding. We were lucky on a few other occasions. We made Leno make some saves. I thought we were the better team on the night. You always expect in a cup semi-final, when a team is behind, for them to throw everything at it. And of course, Fulham are going to have moments in the game where they're going to be committing bodies forward and put us under a bit of pressure. And over those last 10 or 15 minutes, yeah, they had far more possession, but didn't really create too much. I thought our defence, expertly guided again by Virgil van Dijk, stood firm. And yeah, I want to give a shout out to him, actually. I thought he was exceptional tonight. Early doors in the game when Fulham had a corner, and I think it was Palhinha came unmarked. Joe Gomez was left looking at 2 men, and I was wondering, are we going to be in for a bit of a shaky night? But no, Virg settled the troops. I thought Conor Bradley had another good game. And for people who want to go in at him for the goal, I would say this to you. You try running full pelt to catch up with somebody in one direction and then turn on a sixpence. So I can totally understand how Anthony Robinson was able to cut inside past them, because he was just so quick. That being said, after that, it was a little bit fortunate. There was a nick on the cross in, I think, from Quansah, and then Jupp touched it past Kelleher before he knew what was up. So I think Conor Bradley again did himself no harm there. Gomez, is it just me who felt like Gomez almost knew that with Robbo being back soon, it was now or never for his goal, and I feel like he was taking aim 2 or 3 times there during the game. But look, nothing but negative, or nothing but positive from me tonight. No injuries. Great to see Curtis Jones back on the pitch as well, because when I seen him go off against Bournemouth down that tunnel, I was fully expecting him to be out for a few weeks. So now that we've got him back, we've got Robbo back from injury, Trent and Szoboszlai going to be available for the game against Norwich at the weekend. It's bright, it's positive, and we're chugging along rather nicely. Look, we might be playing, earth-shattering vintage Liverpool football at the minute, but who cares? We are top of the Premier League. We are in the League Cup final. And we have a home game in the FA Cup this weekend to book our place through there as well. So let's keep positive. Let's keep going in the right direction. And again, I'd love to know your thoughts on how this game panned out and what you expect in the final against Chelsea. Obviously, we have them coming up in the league next Wednesday as well. Don't know if you've seen this, but Mr. Paul Tierney is going to be the official. And speaking about officials tonight, I thought Simon Hooper was pretty good, in all honesty. I don't think he made too many mistakes. A couple of fouls that maybe we question, but ultimately I think him and his linesman did well. And I want to get your thoughts on this. I loved the two legs on this competition of the semi-final with no VAR. I felt like the game just moved quicker, flowed better. I love that when somebody scores, you just quick glance to the linesman again, like the old school days, and we didn't have to worry about our hearts being broken by VAR finding something to rule out a goal for, destroy our hopes and dreams. So I loved it. I thought it was a nice reminder of what football can be without the interference of the official. So, yeah, it's giving me a taste for it again. I don't know if I'm on my own in that one or how you guys feel about it, but for me, I thought it was great to not have to be overly concerned. Looking to the substitutes that Klopp made, there was a lot of people very surprised about why he took off Darwin Núñez. And again, I can understand that because when Darwin's on the pitch, he definitely makes the defence work hard, definitely gives them something to think about. But I guess Kloppo was just trying to rotate and rest, but I do understand why some people were nervous about it. Diogo Jota, I thought, looked really bright when he came on. Lovely 1-2 with Elliott on the edge of the box. Almost found himself a goal. So look, lots of positives to be taken. It might not have been perfect, but it's a semi-final of a cup and it doesn't have to be. It's just about getting over the line, booking your place at Wembley. And we've done it once again where we're chasing down another bit of silverware and the first under Virgil van Dijk's leadership as captain. So it's all gravy. It's all good for me and I'm very, very happy about it. Again, interested to see what Jurgen Klopp says after the game. Again, substitutes, understandable. Even the additional time, by the way, because there was no VAR stoppages, 4 minutes at the end felt far more normal than the 8 or 9 minutes that we've kind of become accustomed to because of the stoppages around VAR. The challenge in the game, that seeing the yellow card given to the Fulham player, I think for the challenge of McAllister, I thought was actually a little bit harsh. It was a foul, but nothing more for me. And I might be rambling a bit here, but I'm honestly just absolutely buzzing inside that we're going back to Anfield South, another day out for the Liverpool fans at Wembley and against our old foes Chelsea, who, look, I'll take a repeat of the last one. Caoimhín Kelleher to win it with a penalty for us, I would do very nicely, but hopefully we can get the job done a lot sooner and quicker than that. I guess the first question that a lot of people are going to ask is, do you think it's going to be Kelleher in the final again? Yes, because it's his competition. Whether we agree with it or not, that's the way that we do it. So it'll be Caoimhín Kelleher between the sticks. But after that, well, there's some players there who have maybe put themselves in the manager's thinking. And I've got to say, the youth players that were given a chance throughout this tournament have done themselves the world of good. Bobby Clark again coming on today. You can see the trust in the manager from him. Connor Bradley has been absolutely phenomenal over the past couple of games at right back. But I also want to just take a second to give a shout out again to Joe Gomez, because his versatility and his ability to cover in many positions have bailed us out this season. I thought he'd been absolutely tremendous at left back since he's been filling in for Robbo and Costas, so full credit to him, I should say. And again, our leader, our captain, Virgil van Dijk, he might not always get the highlights because we expect brilliance from him, but he is back leading that defence and he had some big clearances tonight, some big interceptions, some good reading of the game. Kwanzaa beside him looked top notch as well, and it is all bright, it is all good, and it is all looking positive for Liverpool as the season gets to the business end. So we're going to go and record the player ratings videos now, so do keep your eye out for that one dropping as well. If you haven't, please do hit the subscribe button, drop a like on the video and let us know your thoughts in the comment section. If you're watching this very quickly after the game, we'll be live again at 10:30 for a fan reaction show, so we'd like to see you over there for that one. And if not, well, I'm sure I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow where we'll be catching up on the news. Looking ahead, of course, to the game against Norwich at the weekend and trying to figure out what 11 Jurgen Klopp is going to select for that one. Until then, I hope whatever you're doing this evening is filled full of happiness and positivity, because it's another cup final. It's another chance to lift the trophy under Jurgen Klopp's stewardship, and if we win the League Cup, this will be the first one we've done a double on under Jurgen, the first trophy we've won twice. So lots to play for, lots of football still to be played in the season, but your Liverpool team are doing pretty well, and this evolution of Klopp's squad is starting to pay dividends already. So it is over to you guys now to let us know your thoughts. I will catch up with you soon. Thank you for watching as always. The Reds are in the final. Feels good to say.